Welcome to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
I'm your co-host, Pastor Wayne Moore.
Always a pleasure to host with you.
It is, my friend. Always is and always will be.
Thank you, and I am in total agreement.
Yes, sir.
I have a great show today.
Yeah, we do. We have a young lady here that is full of the Spirit, the right one. There's a lot of spirits out there, but I believe this young lady is full of it, and she's sharing what God has given her with others who are in places that need to be transformed.
Yeah, if you transform the individual, you can transform the community.
That's right, and she's, in my estimation, would be a catalyst in that.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking to Dr. Worley here in just a
Dr.
few
Mary
moments.
Worley, yes.
But first, let's thank our sponsors.
Yes, Lee Kossel and Crawley, the attorneys here in the city of Indianapolis, giving them an opportunity to help you with your legal issues. Stuart Marshaware, who's been doing bereavement for our community for years.
And prearranged.
And pre-arrangement, and they'll give you the hospitality that you need in this particular time of need. Fervent Care Christian Academy. It's a great small school, growing school. It's not a charter school, it's not a public school, but it's a
Christian
private
school.
Christian school.
Yeah.
And enrollments are well over 200 kids, and so you're on the east side of town in that area. Go by Fervent Care Christian Academy, log your child in.
Yeah, the number is right there on the screen.
Yeah.
I want to also encourage you to keep up with us on YouTube. You can subscribe, WHMB TV 40. Also go to Facebook.
Can I say it? Like us on Facebook. Like us. It's
Yeah.
a lot of things on Facebook, but you need to like us on Facebook.
Absolutely. We're glad that you're here, as you are, every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. and on Friday nights at 9:30
Right.
p.m. We're excited about you. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Real people, real voices, keep it real.
Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. And we're joined today by Dr. Mary Worley, the president and founder of Faith Inspired Transformation.
Indeed.
Tell us about it.
Faith Inspired Transformation is a nonprofit that works with women here locally in our community. And the idea behind Faith Inspired Transformation is there's a lot of broken women, and we try to raise them up physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So we give them a place to come and have a community of people trying to get healthier with their bodies. But we also provide mental health counseling with them and also spiritual life coaching, because we feel strongly that women need risen in all those areas in order to really be well.
Holistic ministry for women.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you mentioned the spiritual life coaching, and I haven't heard that. I mean, I hear a lot about coaching,
Right.
and there's a lot of coaches out, but spiritual life coaching, kind of expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, spiritual life coaching is really about bringing women in their faith to the forefront, that for transformation to really help, they need something outside of themselves to make it happen. And our belief is that it's a loving God and the power that He gives us. And so if we can really tap into what's inside us already and utilize that to help us get stronger, that's real transformation. In fact, the name Faith Inspired Transformation came to me in the middle of a night. I was going to name the nonprofit Strength to Heal. And he said to me, sat me straight up in bed and said, only I can transform anyone, and we're going to call this Faith Inspired Transformation. And I said, okay.
Yeah, outstanding.
I think that is a great acknowledgement. People think 12-step programs can do it,
Right.
Whatever that might be. To be transformed by God, it's not temporary.
Absolutely.
It's really permanent.
Yeah.
And that's not to suggest you won't have any problems, and I know you're
Right.
very much aware of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what does that look like for women that may be assimilated into your program?
Yeah, so women of need is who we target. So women who financially are struggling and can't afford services. So they come to us and we do an interview with them and really are looking for women not who just need it, but who really want to change their lives. And they come into our program and they have a place called Challenge Your Body, which is a local gym community where they can work out physically, but we also then get them to a mental health counselor that's in our partnership, and then also we do Purposeful Living Inc. is a nonprofit also locally that does spiritual life coaching. And so they would come in and be in the program. And so all those things have to be done by them. It's a program that only works if they work it, and if they're willing to really exert time and energy into the program to help themselves. But it's a 6-month program that we provide for them. There's no charges to the women. It's all through nonprofit
Just their
sponsorship.
presence.
Just their presence and their hard work. These women come in and they fight to get better and to feel better and to break the chains.
This might be an inappropriate question.
Sure.
What's your success rate?
Yeah, so we're a young ministry, don't have a long track record, but we have the women in our program are making amazing strides.
Good.
So it's been wonderful to see. We have one woman who's in right now whose son committed suicide a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, and she came in, as you can imagine, in broken pieces. And she is smiling, and sure, she has bad days. Mother's Day just went by, and she struggles on those days, but the amount of bad days compared to the amount of good days has transformed immensely.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's exciting. And if we have women, abused women who are watching now, what are the first steps in starting the process of getting involved in your program?
Yeah, in our community, which we happen to be in Noblesville, but in our community, Prevail is a strong advocate for women who are in an abusive situation currently. And so that's really where they need to go
So
initially.
referral.
So they would go to Prevail first, and Prevail will help walk them through the initial stages of getting out of abuse. And then we're there in the second stage to say, let's pick up our lives now and get stronger and let's see if we can get you healthy and whole again.
Yeah. So for you, and while we were preparing for this, we discovered that you're actually retired from optometry.
Correct.
So what has that been like to come from doing that with children
Right.
to now working with abused women?
Yeah, I call it Chapter 2. So I was an optometrist for 26 years and loved my practice, was in private practice for a very long time. And so I got to see kids grow up, but I really got called to do Chapter 2. And for me, Chapter 2 is how can we break chains and give people freedom. And for me, that's faith-inspired transformation, and that's going out and getting the resources necessary. What I do is find people who are willing to help and walk alongside us, and so people who want to be involved to give to us, both in service, but also in dollars to help us go
Right.
out and help women.
Yeah, I like the fact that chain breaking. You broke a few chains yourself based on
I
your
do.
background. Tell
I
us
do,
about some of
yeah.
your background.
I do have a history. I think our passions come from what we've walked through. And so I was raised into an alcoholic family and grew up with an alcoholic mom who just was broken, just the way it was. And so grew up with that, and then actually in my teen years started drinking myself and developed an alcoholic habit. And so I'm 26 years sober. I did go to AA for quite a long time, and it's a wonderful program. But it really was about more than that for me. I also was 100 pounds heavier. So so lots of baggage that I put on myself and lots of chains and lots of things that I had to grow through. And, I was lucky in that I could afford some services to get help. And that's what really struck me, is that so many people don't have the resources to find themselves out of the situations that life has given them. So it's with that passion and that heart for women that I really want to just help when they maybe in a situation they don't know how to walk through by themselves.
Oh,
Thank you.
I think it's great that folks can see the end of what the program will do for them. You're running in marathons, all these different things that
Right.
you're doing. I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really just about finding your passion for life again and finding things that make you happy. But God has a way of turning your life around and writing different endings to the stories that you've started. And so that's what we focus on is, whose stories. I have a shirt that says, every person has a story and every story matters to God.
Right.
And I love that because it's so true, but we can rewrite the ending.
Yeah. Well, thanks for all you do.
Thank
Keep up
you.
the good work.
Thank you.
You've been a great guest. Stay with us. We have much more to come. We'll be back after this.
Real people, real voices,
Well, welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. We're joined by Miss Lachelle Daniels. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Everything Underground Incorporated.
Yes, sir.
What's that all about?
Everything Underground is a platform that we want to connect African Americans worldwide in order that we can become a self-sufficient community and build parallel to things that exist now. Music industry, fashion,
Yeah.
all of the things that are existed, we want to be the platform that connects us.
And how long have you guys been going?
I actually got this idea in dreams about 15 years ago.
Wow.
And so I started working on it kind of more as a hobby. And then about 3 years ago, we incorporated in Indianapolis. And so we've been a legal business entity for 4 years now.
Okay. And talk to us about some of the things that you guys have been doing over that time.
Okay, so one of the main components of Everything Underground is the network membership. So when people come into the network, then we look around and see who is already in the network that can help that person, or we create things that can help that new member out. And so that's one of the main components. From there, we look around in the network and see what can we do to benefit the people that are already in the network and also to attract new people to come in. So we launched in 2005 the Trailblazer Awards. That's an award show where we bring in, so in Nashville we honor Dr. Bobby Jones and Young Buck, which is a gangster rapper, on the same ticket. The concept is to bring in people from different walks of life and tell the positive side of their story, and then include entertainment.
Okay. Okay.
It's a good concept.
Yeah.
And you guys have a membership structure. And you're looking for new members?
We are.
How
Tell,
will people
tell us
get
how to
involved?
do it there. Right there.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them.
Well, you just log on to the website. It's everythingunderground.com. There's different membership levels, so you can come in just to gain access, and that lets you know about the different events that we have going on. Or you can come in as an investor.
Is there a fee?
There is.
Yeah, people need to know that.
So for the basic fee, it's $40 a year. And that'll keep you connected to the system. That'll keep you notified as new people come in, and also if you have events and different things that you want to push through the network. That's what that fee is
How many
for.
members are connected to that?
We have 328 members.
Right here in Indianapolis? All over the country?
Probably about half are from Indianapolis. Most are from down south. We probably have about 1,500 people that consider themselves members that have joined throughout the years, but we have about 328 that are active.
It's phenomenal.
So talk about some of the member benefits.
Well, some of the member benefits are, so for example, we have a conference that's coming up May the 24th through the 27th. And what we do with that conference is we take experts that are in the network and we present them as experts. So one of the benefits is that we'll take your bio, or we'll create your bio, we'll put your image inside of a magazine, give your contact information, and then also create a opportunity for you to gain more clients through the event that we promote to bring in the numbers to advertise the individual members. So that's one benefit,
Okay.
from membership.
And the name of your organization is Everything Underground. What precipitated naming it that?
Well, it actually started as Urban Flair in Nashville. And my editor is Ron Wynn. He's been with me for the entire 14 years. He wrote Tina Turner's book, What's Love Got to Do With It? And so when we first started as Urban Flair, what I did was I went through newspapers and magazines and I reached out to different people and said, hey, I have this concept. What if each person would focus on whatever their particular expertise, whether that be health and fitness, politics, music, and I would maintain the platform, and we all come on this platform. And so Everything Underground was a portion of Urban Flair. And Everything Underground focused on the hip hop. Well, the hip hop took off in the South 14 years ago.
Right.
So we became known as Everything Underground. But eventually, I realized that God never intended for me just to focus on hip hop. And so the name had already changed to Everything Underground, and it still fit what needed to happen in the other areas.
Are you seeing a lot of challenges in getting people to network?
Definitely. There's always challenges. One thing that we do try to do is to build a big enough coalition and to help people understand that we only want to be the platform, but then they can come on the platform and shine whatever their particular expertise
Whatever they
is.
offer.
Yes, absolutely, whatever they offer.
Yeah.
But
Well, it sounds like you got a lot going, and all the events and different things that you all are doing. What kind of benefits or what kind of outreaches do you have for young people?
this year for Boss Up Conference, we have a youth day. And so we're going to be having young people that'll be having their podcasting shows, and so they'll be interviewing different people. We also have some young entertainers that's going to come out and perform. And so the same things that we are looking to do in general, we want to do with young people as well. So our events from the Trailblazer Awards to the Boss Up Conference are family friendly. So we want whole families to come out and to be inspired by the people and the different things that people have accomplished.
Tell us about the Trailblazers Awards ceremony.
Yep, so the Trailblazer Awards, again, it started in Nashville, Tennessee, and the concept is to bring different people into one platform. And we do like to honor, like a child entrepreneur,
Yeah.
and then we'll also honor an elder person. And so the Trailblazer Awards is it's an award show. We want to build it like the BET Awards,
Okay.
where you have the hip hop, you have the R&B, and you have the gospel.
You addressed that once, but I want you to
Okay,
go in depth
okay,
in it because
okay.
there's so many award shows, and you've seen one, you've seen them all, and I was just wondering, what's the difference in the Trailblazer?
Well, I see a lot of award ceremonies or banquets.
Right.
I haven't seen a lot of award shows besides the BET Awards or the Hip Hop Awards. I haven't seen anything like that in the Midwest. So the biggest difference that I think is that some of the things that seem so out of reach for people in the Midwest, that we are creating these same things, these
Okay.
same opportunities here. And so it's not just an opportunity for those that are being highlighted, but it creates an opportunity for people who have media organizations that they want to grow their numbers. They can come in and interview people. It creates opportunity for different people who are trying to enter entertainment to come in and get press. And so again, we want to use this event holistically
right.
as an opportunity for various people.
That's good.
I think you're onto something with regard to networking.
Right. Pastor Jackson is a networking guru.
And Dr. Moore, networking is so critically important.
It is.
And you talk about saving a city. We always hear people say it takes a village to raise a child, but I think it takes an army to seize a city. And underground and all that you all are doing, I think, can really help make a difference and a tremendous impact.
Thank you.
And what's going on underground, bring it above ground.
Yes.
That's what we're about.
All right.
Yeah. So over the next several years, let us know how we can be helpful.
Okay.
And we plan to be here to bring you back.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
And certainly we thank you all for joining us. Don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, WHMB TV 40, and subscribe. Also like us on Facebook. And we certainly want to thank our sponsors.
Lee Kosselk and Crawley and Stuart Mortuary, who handles our city's bereavement. And then we have Fervent Care Christian Academy. Contact these businesses for your needs.
And if you would like to sponsor us, we'd certainly like
We
to have
would
you
love
do
to
that.
have you.
Contact Curtis Baker.
Curtis Baker, yes, and he'll make sure he gets in touch with you to make sure you become a part of the Real People, Real Voices family, and we'll make sure your business is known throughout our programming.
We've got the rundown next. Stay with us. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Real People, Real Voices. I'm your host, James Jackson.
I'm your co-host, Pastor Wayne Moore.
And I'm your executive producer, Faith McKinney.
Great show,
Yes, it was.
and a lot of great things happening in our city.
Absolutely, yeah. The Boss Up Conference, I'm going to be able to participate in that. And I'm really excited. Ms. Daniels is doing some great things. And, you know, she just realized that on God to do those things, because I'm telling you, it's incredible.
The Boss Conference is going to be dynamic. You got Freeway, Rick Ross, the real
The
Rick Ross.
real Rick Ross.
Yeah, this is not the perpetrator.
No,
This is the real one. And so,
really nice man.
And it's a business and entertainment conference. And in one of our other shows, we talked about the 7 societal
yeah,
influencers and business,
Entertainment.
and arts and entertainment,
Education.
education, family, government, and so
Spiritual.
on. But here we have the Business and Entertainment Conference, and I think it's so important what Ms. Daniels was telling us about, that we've got to make sure that we're building up these areas
Right.
and enhancing them and making sure they get the proper funding. If you're going to see a transformation in our community, things like this have to be successful.
yeah, and we have to support it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way she does it by bringing together so many people with so many different skills, skill sets, it's needed. It's needed. No entrepreneur can survive on its, by themselves.
Yeah.
They need a network. They need support. They need other resources and other skill sets to help them
Yeah.
succeed.
She's a very smart, passionate lady, doing a great job. Great information shared with us on today, and we hope that you can get involved. Everything underground, they are accepting good, solid members.
Right.
So you can go to their website and make sure that you get signed up, or you can call Ms. Daniels at 317-918-3181. Again, that's 317-918-3181.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a great show today. I had a great time with you today, Jackson.
Likewise,
And Ms. Faith, thank you for being with us for the last 2 years. We
you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Pray that people will support this show and support what we're trying to do to keep the community
Absolutely.
abreast and aware of what's going on. We're going to have some good issues and we're going to have some bad issues, but we're here to stay.
Real people,
Real voices.
we'll see you same time next week.